Arizona Cardinals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run it with Jacobs. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down. Cousins. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Come on, D. Clark. Hey, Ringo, 48. Hey, Zoo. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 49, check 49.
Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down.
22-jet bomber. Check three. He's coming. Hey, we're good. We got double up.
On third down, Cousins. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
I got you, boy. 51.
Fourth down, Cousins. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins again. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set. 95-56, 95-56. 54. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check. You're good.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping him.
Yeah, good luck for that, because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went.
And got his man complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now Saquon Barkley. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Ready. 95, 56. 54. Easy, opposite. Shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. You gonna take. Here we go. You gonna take right there. Rush in.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Check 13.
They'll run with Barkley. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Sammy. Hey, easy.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 53 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
It's our time. Check 52. Check 99. Check 99.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Check 43. Check under. 36. Check. Hey, kill. Kill. Tighten up. 1 second.
This is Thompson.
Go.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Lambo to add on the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Cardinals 13. Josh Lambo sets to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Deuce. Lucky 50. Yellow. Nice 57. Where's the hot?
First down, here's Cousins. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Echo. Hey, watch the ball. 57. Mike, 57.
Throwing on second and 8. Cousins, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now this throw caught left side, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Cousins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Yellow. Mike 51. Blue
Again, it's Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. Shoot. Kill. Here we go. Kill.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the screen. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Watch the safety green. Easy, opposite. Easy.
On 2nd down, Barkley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Sammy. Switch. Set, window. Slam.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Jim. Watch 12. Check the backer. Switch.
They give it off here to the tight end. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready? Check. Watch 54. Hey, I'm coming. Tight dog. Check three. Hey, check 24. Hey, kill. Small. No.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half. What do you say?
Well,
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Cousins. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Cooper was the target there.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
At the 9-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You're good, you're good. Right forward, ready. Slam, slam, slam. Check. Ready, check.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Kill. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley, 40 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch the run, watch the run. One. 951.
From the 41, Cousins trying to lay one, and that's caught inside the 30. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Smith running right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
It's just me and you.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A first down throw for Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And he's going to go down again. Margus Hunt, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing is Cousins. He's got room to run past the 20. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. As he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Mike 5-4. Guys, game situation. Let's go. He's coming. We got opposite.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Okay. Break it down, fellas. Break it down. Sammy. Watch the whip. Under. Check safety.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trey Boston. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Come to my work. Hey, Steamer. Come to my work. Mike 51. I don't think you got it. Hey, exit. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. 300. His team showed up. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he completes it to Wilson. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, Delta. Hey, watch the slam. 51 to Mike. I got you. Right here.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 56, bravo. Check 56.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another first and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
We got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, easy. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And a cutback right. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 55 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second and 10, Cousins looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin with a run by Barkley.
Check 15, check 15.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Kill, kill, kill. Check 52. Check, check, check. Check 99. Check 43. Check.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. Hey, easy. Under crunch, under crunch.
On second down, Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Saquon Barkley, 64 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins now. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check 56. Hey, let's get in that hole.
One last shot now for Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.